Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. I am so sorry. I'm here at 7:10, which, considering I didn't turn my alarm on after I took a little nap after work, um, it's good that I'm here. Yes. You guys started without me. I love that. I love that you can do that and just visit and say hello to each other. Yes, I do apologize. Put my sleep mask on, took a little nap. And oops, forgot to set the alarm. Woke up at 5 till 7, but then of course I had to feed my children. Okay. So we weren't going to get anywhere with them not eating. So thank you so much. And I will pay you back by showing you over 40 swaps tonight with all new product from the new mini catalog, the new online exclusives. And that's all we're doing. Well, we're going to do one little catch up thing with a current kit. I want to show the cards to you because as cute as they are in the catalog or in the advertising, they're 10 times cuter in person. So as the ladies are already doing, as you're coming in, please say hello. Tell us where you're from. Whether you're on replay or coming in live, I welcome you. I am Lisa Harden, coming in from the Stamping Zoo on a beautiful fall day. Yes, in Boise, Idaho. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. One of the things that means is that I sell all the products that I'm going to be showing you tonight. They're so fun. They're really going to get you in the holiday and fall spirit, but we have something for every occasion, right? Birthdays to sympathy to I don't know what, Festivus. All right. You can make a card for anything. Hello, Deborah. Hello, Judy and Trish. Hi. And Roz, if I missed you on the cusp of the last time, hello, everyone. I am so glad to have you here. And yes, apologies for being 10 minutes late. And like I said earlier, I'm surprised that I woke up at all. I think I just kind of had it in the back of my mind, right? I'm going live. Okay, I'm just going to point you down and we're going to get to it. Okay, oops, maybe we will. Let's see here. Come on, you got to work with me. Let's see. Click to start. Sometimes. Maybe. There we are. All right, everyone. So I want to mention to you one thing. I just got this kit last night, well, yesterday. And I just want to mention a couple of things to you about it. First of all, it's super cute. And keep in mind, this kit is $14 for 8 cards. All right, it's called The Road to Christmas. It is just brandy new, okay? Will it stick around for a long time or not very long at all? I don't know. It's available today, September 11th. Oh, September 11th. And so I just wanted to show you really quickly how fast they go together, but how many little details are in the cards. First of all, there are 2 different, just a minute here. I got to change. That's okay for now. 2 different designs. Here's one design. Look at that dog, would you? It's gorgeous. And you can get a little dimension with the truck. And then also these tuck into the truck. That's what I want to show you too. Sherry says hers is on the way. And hello from Kansas. Hello, Kansas. You're my favorite Kansan. Yes, you are, Sherry. Okay, so anyway, there's the first one. And then the second one is the truck, well, a different truck, is at the tree lot. And this probably reminds you of that super cute set we had not too long ago with the tree lot, right? And I think it had a trailer too, or it was a mix and match kind of thing. Anyway, so cute. The dog snuck in there again. You know, just a dog with a bandana hanging out. And we also have, if you can't get enough of this pet, let me pop you over to the Stampin' Up! Site and let's take a look at a set of stamps and dies that are all about the cats and dogs and maybe something else. I don't remember, but it's, oh, what's it called? Here we go. It's called Wouf de Trois in French. Wouf de Trois. Or how about the Pet Love Bundle? Okay, so it's the Pet Love Bundle. It's $45. And look at all of the great little sentiments. I woof you. You're a possum pet sitter. That I needed to get it just for that. No longer by your side, but always in your heart. That's another one. I love you. The heart that says always. Love comes with 4 paws. And then, of course, you've got the paws. You've got collars, bandanas, and then all the cool dies. The same thing. Cuts out the stamped images. Plus, then you have detailed dies to make tags. And then you can put these little images on the tags or just use them as just mix and match ephemera. The dog bone, the fish bones, the mouse. Look at that. These are the cutest little paws in the left-hand side. And then here's a card they've made, which I just love. Love comes with 4 paws. So think about adding that one to your shopping list. It is 166032, and it's pretty gorgeous. I can think of a lot of uses for that. As I said, I need to get it. I have a couple of dog sitters, a dog sitter couple and a dog sitter single person, and they have meant the world to me and to Tango and Cash, I might add. So let's put a couple. Hey, Deborah, and she bought 2 kits, and she's going to do alternatives with one of them. I can't wait to see your alternatives. I bet they're going to be fantastic. Deborah is a card making machine. Here are the envelopes. First of all, don't overlook those. As with all of our kits, there are specially made coordinating envelopes. And then here are the pieces. One thing I wanted to mention here is this card, as designed, does not have a tree on it, but they give us extra trees. Also, I think they may have either they meant to put it in the design or this shouldn't be here, but they tell us to get the tree out as part of the contents of the first pattern, but then it's not in the design. So anyway, you get the option to do what you want. I thought it looked cool as great as a tree in the forefront here. So that's what I've done with it. You can use them for different cards. Of course, you can. Same with the dogs. This one didn't have a dog in the example or in the contents, but they give you 8 dogs. So if you want to put a dog in every one, you can. Okay, so with that little bit of the tree in the ingredients list kind of threw me for a loop. But other than that, it's straightforward as always. So you simply grab the pieces and parts, and of course I consulted the recipe card. That's what I always call that piece of the instructions. And then Tango, nip it. Tango? Sorry, guys. Hey, stop it. They're leaving. Tango. You know, they're hard of hearing. So they bark their heads off and they can't hear me. It's like a little bit of heaven for them, isn't it? Okay, so these guys are going up on dimensionals. This kit does not have any stamping in it. Again, it's $14. Goes together lickety split. Now here's the other thing is, see that line? It's actually a laser cut in the truck, and that's how you get the little gifties in there. And this truck actually also has the tree in the back, like you've already bought it, and it's loaded and ready to go. Here's how I put these in here. Just be careful with this because of course it's a little delicate, but I put these in, and I wanted to see the bow up here, so I just kind of, you see a tiny bit of white there, but I don't know. I thought it looked cute. Now I turn it over. This is a little alternate from the kit, right? The kit has tear and tape in it, and so you can definitely just use tear and tape. Okay, I didn't seal it up because I still need to put the tree in behind the gifts. And so, whoops, I didn't even mean to put it that far. So then I slip the tree in. Come on now. Puppy, what are you doing back there? And whoops. Okay, see, this happens. This happened to me last time. But I'm trying to glue it down with the same little bit of seal. And then I'm going to turn this over, and that got a little wonky, didn't it? But it's okay. I can take care of it over here. I can actually tear it off, but I'm not going to. Okay. And then there's that. All right, isn't it cute? Doesn't everybody want a little red truck like that? Oh, it sounds good, but until you realize it doesn't have any AC. Hello, Jennifer. How are you, my friend? Very nice to have you here. Okay, and again, all of the adhesives that you need come with this, and there are no, there's no embellishments, there's no ribbon. It's just like all the decoration is in the laser cut pieces. Tinko, were you being naughty in there? You're gonna get a spanking when I get off here. Doesn't even know what that is. Okay, then I put it just like the picture shows, just so the tree is kind of here. And then I just watch the wheels, okay? You want the wheels to not be too high and too low because you want the truck, want it to look like the truck's right in the front, right? And then I'm going to take our dog, and the instructions show this as well. They want you to cut a dimensional in half. I need to think of terminology for this when we put something half on with a dimensional and half on with liquid glue. I think I'm going to call it halvesies. I'm always trying to figure out how to write it in my tutorials. And I think I just need to train all of you that when it says halvesies, it means half dimensional and half liquid glue. There's Sheila again. Hey, Sheila from Christchurch, New Zealand. Happy Friday, Sheila. Okay, and then this guy coming in. Look at that. Isn't that great? Like I said, there's so much interest and dimension in there that it's really so clever. Okay, now this one, this is when I started putting this card together, and then I thought, no, I'm going to make this with my friends because there were a couple of, there's a certain order that I like to do this one in. So tree first. The tree is my addition, if you will. I kind of put it so the top is between these two trees. So I can still see the fence going back down the little roadway there. Okay, same thing. You can put a tree, well, I think you can. It might be a push, but I think you could put a tree in the back of this truck too if you wanted to. So see, there's the laser cut part. Yes, they're so cute, aren't they? This is our kit, Road to Christmas. $14, 8 cards, and look at that. That fits perfectly. Then I'm going to bring this in, and I can close it up. I can seal it up because nothing else is going to go in that truck for me. And then I'm going to bring these in. See how fast these go together? You know you're going to need 8 more cards, right? Or maybe you just want them. Or maybe you want to buy 2 packs, $28, 16 cards. Don't know why. You know, it's the end of the day, and I've been numbering all day long. So look at that one. I like this one. It's kind of cherry cobbler and lots of cool details. Oh, this was the order. This was the thing that I do that seems a little bit out of order, but there's a reason for it. So I took the sentiment, and I'm not changing up their layout. I'm just changing up when I put this on. because if you put the truck too low, then you don't have room for the sentiment because the sentiment goes on the bottom. Okay, so joyful Christmas wishes. Beautiful. You can emboss like that. Take your white embossing powder, emboss your sentiment onto black cardstock. It's not going to come out this clean, I can almost guarantee you, but it's all right. It's still very striking. Okay, and then you know where to put the truck. And I put it so this guy and then the bottom wheel. Okay, and then you can still put your little dog in there if you want to. Just do halvesies, remember. And anyway, those are the cards. Oh, they're so cute. Now I have 8. So again, it's called the Road to Christmas Kit. Just go right on over to the Stampin' Zoo, hit the Shop Now tab, and you will see the website that we were just working on. And please make sure you're shopping with me if that is what you desire. I thank you so much. Your purchases is just one of the many things that keeps the Stampin' Zoo bringing you new product each and every week, just like the Road to Christmas kit. Okay, so that's the kit if you've been wondering about it. It looks beautiful, but pretty basic online, does it not? But in person, as always, beautiful. Here's something new to me that I can't wait to start working with. It will be a Zoobilee feature. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it in October or November, but I think it's gorgeous. It plays well into winter and also has a lot of sentiments for birthdays, and branches, as you know, can be 4 seasons, so it doesn't need to be winter cards. But considering the time of year it is now, a lot of the cards will be winter. But then here's the star of the dies. Let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 nesting dies that are this really cool, I don't know, what do you call this? Square with the corners cut off, and then stitching on the inside. These are going to be fabulous. Just got them. Oh, and don't forget to look at the pine cone. And then look at these. Oh, I'm in love with them. In love. They are just going to be the perfect little detail along with all of that, really. And so you've got thinking of you brings joy to my heart. From our family to yours, hello, happiest birthday wishes, friend, sent with lots of love to a very special someone and wishing you a day filled with many happy moments. Isn't that cute? Thank you so much for sharing, KZ, and everybody that's shared before you. And you remind me to please ask all of you if you're having a fun time with this. And I would appreciate it so much if you would like, share, and subscribe to Facebook and YouTube channels for the Stampin' Zoo. That is another big thing that helps me to bring you new product each and every week and helps the Stampin' Zoo to thrive. This is a business for me, and I love spending time with you. And you return the favor in spades. So I thank you so much. All right, and with that, let's start looking at some swaps. Okay. So the majority of these swaps are organized by someone else in a business training group that I'm in. And so we were to send in 21 swaps, and then one goes to the dealer. That's what I call the organizer of the swap. Okay. So one of your card goes to the dealer as small compensation for organizing the swap. And then you get 20 different cards back. It's just like a cookie exchange. If you've done a cookie exchange before, but you've never done a card swap, I highly recommend them. 0 calories. Okay, this one was focusing on online exclusives. I think a couple cards here snuck in from mini catalog feature, but it doesn't matter, okay? So these are all from the new online exclusives. And so we're just going to start looking at them, and I read each and every name because I think I need to give everybody audience, right? They spent time making me a card, so I probably will end up opening these. Sorry for all the noise. Anne Van Lucy, that's a cute little name. Where is she at? Doesn't say. That's okay. Beautiful with the grateful together, I think. I'm not going to start trying to name these. I know I'm going to get some of them wrong. So anyway, that's really pretty. Oh, I see what's going on. I didn't move that. I felt strange. I was leaning strange. Now I realize why. Hey, Cindy, thank you so much. She says, please give Lisa a thumbs up under the video. Thank you very much. Okay, this is cool. So she's die cut the leaf and then stamped on the leaf and done a little bow back behind it and then used the die and the thankful for you. Oops. Here's Lisa Harden's. I did. It's just so funny how they can be, you know, kind of similar. And I did a lot of the same thing. This is a, is this oak? Is this an elm leaf? No, it's an oak because then there's an acorn with it. But I thought it looked a lot like a ginkgo. And so I cut it out of crushed curry. And then these are just first and second generation of the stamps. And I also ink blended around it, slapped one of the sentiments on it. And then we still have these sequins that are crushed curry. I think they're called, I don't remember, but they're sequins. Just search on sequins, okay? And some of the beautiful paper from the Gathering Together. And that was really fun to make that one. Oh, this is nice. Now, I haven't looked at these, so sorry if I say like cute and nice all night long. This is Rhonda Morgan, inking all night. And beautiful. Ooh, and she used those ditzy druzy dots, right? And so let's just take these out. I mean, you kind of have to see all the loveliness. I don't know if everybody has stamped inside them or not. This isn't a swap where you have to. So she used the Peaceful Garden embossing folder, which we love. And this is a punch with a coordinating stamp set. So watch for this. It shows up a couple of times. And then these beautiful branches. I think this, I think these items are from the pine snowflakes, whatever that one's called, because I just got the paper. And I decided to get branching out instead of the pine snowflakes, but I still got the pine snowflakes paper. Okay, I'll tell you what the name is in a minute. Well, this is fun. This, I didn't get this set, so this is the reason why swaps are so great. Polly Ringelman, okay? She's over in Oregon. Thank you, Polly. Ooh, and she's cut this out of Designer Series paper, so you can see the stripes in there and little delicate pieces, but thankful for the small things. I like that sentiment. I wonder if that's in the pumpkin set. Another new set that came out. I don't know all the names yet. Lord help me. This is called Christmas Greenery. And who is this? Sharon Rogers from Maine. Isn't this fun? I love seeing these cards. They're usually from people just in the United States, just because of shipping is so expensive. But international demonstrators are available, or it's available to international demonstrators too. Okay, so she's done some heat embossing on the sentiment, and then she has embossed with our, I think it's called Christmas Greenery, this huge wreath, okay? And I want to show you something I did in last month's Llama Lounge. You know, that's usually a secret, but I thought this was fun. So I ran my Mossy Meadow ink pad all over this, and then I embossed it. And then there's this little thing. See how I have gold berries? There is something called a Versamarker. You guys probably know that. You have to buy it on Amazon. We don't carry that. But I used the Versamarker and touched all the berries and then embossed them with gold. And I think it comes out like a beautiful piece of like statuary that has some moss on it. So Mossy Meadow on old olive paper is a winner for this embossing folder. All right, I digressed, just a tiny bit. But anyway, so she just did it on white and it still looks beautiful. It's 3D. And then colored, though, she stamped this and die cut it. And it's gorgeous. Thank you, Sharon. Here's the leaves again. Yeah, we love the leaves. Lori Bradley from Missouri. Crèvecoeur. Nice. And the traditional labels here. We've got those Cajun and gold dots. And so you can see here that while you can easily stitch through these with the linen thread, they're also really cool to just leave as is. I don't know about you, but I don't have time to stitch every card, or I'll only make about 3 cards. I love this layout. Okay, who is this? Judy Cottrell. It's gorgeous, both the color and she used the sunflower embossing folder, which keeps coming in and out of inventory. I think it's back in now. And then she also used the pumpkins here, gorgeous, and then die cut those in Mossy Meadow. Here come the pumpkins again. Boy, those are popular. That's one thing you also learn about when you're doing swaps is what people chose first off, right? So grateful to have a friend like you. That's beautiful with the arch in the background. That's a set of dies. And this is Debbie Poltrack. Yeah, stamps and spokes. That's cute. So very nice. Now here's an online exclusive, Lisa McGrew, Willis, Texas. And it's very striking, isn't it? It's very modern. And so in fact, I like that ribbon. I hadn't seen that. It's black and gold twine. And then these are the gold embellishments from the traditional labels bundle suite. Okay, this is adorable. Striking, very streamlined. Oh, and it's Melissa Faust. That looks like her things. Yeah. And one thing I really like is we've got some ribbon that is fluffy. And I started to hesitate on getting that stuff. It's just very voluminous. Okay? You can't tie a bow with it, or I wouldn't. But look at this. Look how she's used that as a strip of snow. Perfect. Just a minute. I've got a visitor. Hey, what'd you do? Where's your treat ball? What did you do with it? I hope it's not under my desk. Okay. I guess you're going to have to get going. I don't know where it is. I don't want to bother me for it. So, we'll see. And these are beautiful, and I haven't gotten these yet either. So, oh, they're pretty peacock. I mean, who doesn't love that? And this is the Festive Friends that we worked with last week. And so, very cute, Melissa. I love it. And easy coloring. She just colored him Lost Lagoon, put a little bit of Pool Party on the edge of him, and he's ready to go. Hey, Kim, how's it going? And hello, Lori. Very nice to see you. Okay, here's yet another one. Oh, this is nice. So they've mixed and matched the Peaceful Garden with the, I've been working, is it called Gather Together or Gathering Together? Anyway, they mixed and matched. And then, oh, and then here's that punch. Remember I told you there's a new punch shape with a coordinating stamp set, but this stamp is not from there. It is from the Gathering Together. So I'm sure, as usual, it's going to fit a lot of different things. And this is Diane Gardner, Hendersonville, North Carolina. Very cool. Oh, here comes another snowman. Beautiful color combination, right? Pool Party in real red. We wish you a Merry Christmas with the swirly embossing folder in the back, and then it's been sanded. So she's used two-tone paper. That's D. Slater. Love it. Yeah, that's the two-toned cardstock, and then she has sanded it. So it always makes such a great element. Oh, and the snowman has little blushy cheeks. Oksana Semenska. Okay, another just gorgeous one with the paper. You can't go wrong with all these colors. Crushed curry is not something that I rush to, but it's kind of like Cajun craze. This time of year, I reach for it. This is a great thing to do with just any kind of scraps. And then it looks like it's probably those are probably an inch across. And so easy to cut. Yep, they're an inch. And just makes a gorgeous background. Every card can be a little bit different, right? And then your friendship means the world to me. And this is Don Bourget, Scottsville, Michigan. Very cute. I love it. Here's another snowflake created by Amanda Dorley. Okay, let's take this out. Looks like it's a slight fun fold, doesn't it? I know, Casey, it's so fun looking at swaps. We're sorry we missed you in our swap this time, but you'll come back around. Oh, wasn't that cute? Look at that. It has embossing in there. Is it supposed to stand like this? I think it is. It's like a card that folds out instead of folding in. Well, I'm going to have to take a look at this a little bit closer. We may have to case this for sure. Warmest Winter Wishes. Oh, and there's a lot of those on there. Those are gorgeous. They're a little more high profile than some, but they're not as high as I thought they were. So again, it's nice to get the product in your hands. Now she has taken, it's Delicate Pines, isn't it? She has taken the time to die cut 4 layered snowflake on 21 cards and emboss the inside. Who is this again? We got to give her extra. Amanda Dorley. Okay. She's getting extra kudos, right? So very cool. And then, of course, it's in a standard envelope, as you saw. Okay, this is Melanie Coverston. And there is, again, that punch. And as I keep seeing it, I'm like, I might need that punch, right? I might need that. And then a gorgeous strip of the, I think it's called Warm Naturals, a foil. We'll look that up in just a minute. Some Cajun craze and gold dots. And, of course, that Gathering Together embossing folder. It is a super large one. If you have been, I don't remember. Oh, I sent this out in the Bon Appetit recipe cards. So I use this. We use this. No, that's true. Alicia cut them for me. I hate to take credit for doing everything because Alicia and Madison helped me the past month getting things out to you in the mail. So we love Alicia and Madison. And then Alicia thought she needed to go on vacation for, an inordinate amount of time. And Madison said, I'll fill in, no problem. Okay, this is, I don't know, Crafting with Chris. Oh, looks like it's probably Chris Calvin. So anyway, super cute, same elements, right? And yet they just kind of, oh, those are the same elements. Okay, we have, let's see. We have the embossing folder. I mean, they're all from the same suite. So we have the same paper though. We have, oh no, I thought that was the foil back there. But she used Early Espresso and same sentiment. So anyway, it's very fun. It's like a collection. Oh, this is great. Look at that. So this is just a huge piece of that foil. Bernice Halleck. And where's she from? I don't know. But Bernice, very cool. And then the same paper pattern that I used with the, this is called a label punch. I don't remember, but it's one of our punches. Oh, this is nice. Look at this, you guys. Again, a super cool layout with 5 small pieces of paper back behind it. And then, oh, this is Heather Guerrero. You know what? I just think the world of her because, as you know, I've told you many times, I got the opportunity to sit with her at an event with several other gals. They were all great, but I don't know. It's just when you meet people and you're like, you know what? That's just someone special. And she does fundraisers for animals, and I'm like, okay, I am a Heather Guerrero fan. Okay, so she took the time to lay all these papers down and then embossed that old olive piece, laid that down, stamped these guys, okay, topped it off with the old olive linen thread. Oh, It's gorgeous. Heather, you've outdone yourself. Super cute. And then here's another. Have you noticed out of the festive friends, only the snowman showed up? I like them all, but I am a snowman collector, so I'm fine with it. Oh, and this is Rosemary Gonzalez, another lovely person that I met just doing swaps. And so this again is the festive friends. She's used the die with the tag, and I like how she's looped 3 layers of the real red and white baker's twine to, create a little body there. The basic rhinestones, and then some of the beautiful designer series paper. This paper is the North Pole delivery. That is one set. Isn't it fun? Did you guys have when you're looking at the online exclusives versus the catalog this time, were you overwhelmingly favoring one over the other? I loved everything in the catalog. Well, not everything, but you know what I mean. I loved the catalog. And then, my team and I were chitter-chattering. As soon as it went live, we were texting. And then somebody said, oh, here, look at the online exclusives. And I was like, what? My mind is blown. I can't handle so much beauty. But this is our mini catalog. We can open it now. I love it. And, so anyway, if you are enjoying this and you would like me to send a catalog to you, I sent them out to all of my existing customers. If you haven't shopped with me for a while, or for whatever reason you didn't receive one and you live in the United States, I'm happy to send that along to you. It is fun to look at, almost as fun as the website, but the website's more fun because everything is included. Okay, now this one's focusing on mini catalog. Okay, so let's take a look. Oh, look who's on the front, on the top. It's probably how they sort them. So this is mine, and I use the Amber Autumn Sweet, and I think it's called Autumn Toile. I don't even remember. I embossed the pumpkins, and then I colored with Wink of Stella. So they're all kind of sparkly, and then I just loved the paper. And then I took that irregular weave, is it called Trim? So this is what's featured in Zoobilee. This is actually going to be one of the Zoobilee cards, so you're getting a sneak peek. I took that and pleated it, kind of like we did with the other card a couple of nights ago that was gray granite. Remember when I took the blending brush and colored it? I did the same kind of technique where you just hold it with your hand and pleat it. Ribbon like that you can't tie in a bow. It's really fun for that technique. So again, Lisa Harden, Boise, Idaho. Okay, this is Deb Smeek, a doll. And, oh, the branching out bundle. See? Okay, now she also took our, I think it's called Birch 3D embossing folder, and added that extra piece to her card. It just adds a little extra interest, which I love. She embossed the sentiment and then used those gorgeous streaked dots, just like I did. They might be my favorite new embellishment, the streaked dots. So let's see here. Where are they? I feel like I sent those out also with, well, I sent them in Bon Appetit or in Chopped, I don't remember. But they look like polished wood, okay, and they're just gorgeous. Look at that. And they're a little more high profile, but I say they're worth it. They are definitely worth it. I've been, well, I used them on my swap, so. Okay, oh, nice. If kisses were snowflakes, I'd send you a blizzard. This is Sharon Rogers again. You'll see a lot of the same people, only because I think when you sign up, you just sign up for the next group that's open, and so if you're signing up with somebody about the same time, you get to be in the same group. I'm gonna have to try and figure out how to, I'm gonna have to stagger that next time just to get maximum versatility. But I love this card because you know me, I love the purples. And this is a new light as air ribbon that is balmy blue. Okay, oh, Melanie Coverston, gorgeous. Nicely done, Melanie. And we saw another card like this. It made it into the online exclusives swap, but that's okay. And then again, these dots that they're using, these are super flat, will not take extra postage. Like sometimes ours say they're flat. These are just traditional sparkling sequins. They are flat, flat. Okay, get these if you're sending out a ton of cards and you're worried about postage. They come in real red, pool party, old olive, and gold. And we've seen a couple of those so far tonight. And they are, oh, they are hands down the flattest. Okay. And so look how they pop off of that Secret C. Gorgeous. Oh, yeah, Melanie Coverston. Okay. This is nice. And she's taken the, so kind of, use the same suite as I did, but still very different. Bev Mamaic, I think. Sorry, Bev, if that's not right. And has just, oh, that's beautiful. Is this stamp in the stamp set? It's really pretty. It looks like it's printed, but it's not. Anyway, it's gorgeous. I shouldn't be surprised. Our stamps are lovely. Here's another embossing with Peaceful Garden where somebody has taken the two-tone cardstock and sanded it to really highlight the pattern there. And then they went ahead and used the other products in the suite. This beautiful ribbon, which is Misty Moonlight and Silver ribbon. And the dove, this is Bernice Halleck again. Very nice. So I love it. And she even trimmed out the word love. Yeah, I'm not doing that. But I like it. Okay, big hugs for a good friend. Another Peaceful Garden. Oh, there's several Peaceful Gardens. Peaceful Garden was very popular, is very popular. This is Stampin' with Monica Ghiberti. And it's beautiful, right? It says what it needs to say. It showcases all of the pieces of the suite. And I love the stamp set with that. It has these huge, as you see, stamps. And we have embossed a couple of those here together. And they're really cool. Kim says the dots remind her of myrtle wood. I'm going to have to look it up. That sounds like some cool exotic wood. Judy Cottrell, Peace on Earth, very nice. I love that the doves can carry the branch or the letters. We made a gatefold card with the letters. I don't know why I keep making this face. Do I do that all the time? I just need to be catching myself doing it tonight. And I'm like, will you stop it already? Okay. Oh, gosh. Okay, this is Sasha Wilson. I'm a nut. Oh, very nice. Just the striking blues again. And the beautiful embossing folder. If you haven't looked at the Peace on Earth suite, I have several cards now. I've posted them on Pinterest. If you follow me on Pinterest, or if you don't follow me on Pinterest, then get over there and do it because I love Pinterest. It's a great little way to save all this stuff. Here's another one, which kind of looks like, looks very, is this the same? This is, thanks for swapping with me, Lori Bradley. Okay, is that hilarious or what? Look at it. It almost is like a mirror image of itself. She used ribbon. She did not. The embellishments are in a slightly different place, but other than that, I bet when they got this, they were like, wait a minute. Did I do that? Okay, this is Oksana Semenska again. Beautiful use of the designer series paper. And her dove is carrying a shimmery envelope because the suite does have lots of shimmer to it. And it's got some glimmer papers. Gorgeous. Okay, now see, this one got into it, and this is really not in the catalog, but it doesn't matter. I don't care. This is Judy Tuttle Lip Stamping, Midland, Texas. And gorgeous. And I love it when we turn the arches on their side. It's very fun, isn't it? Yes, I like it. And again, she has gone ahead. Now you can die cut those leaves with or without the needle holes. You remember that, yes? Oh, it's not here. Anyway, it's for Zoobilee. So this is the featured set for my Zoobilee online card class for this month. So it's yonder. But anyway, you can stamp or you can die cut the leaves with or without the thread holes. This is cute. And this is, I think this is the only one that I have with this stamp set. So cute. Has a tons of little baking pieces and parts. It's beginning to taste a lot like Christmas. Look at that cookie sheet. Oh my gosh. It's so adorable. Okay, that's a really good one. Connie Melton. Thank you, Connie Melton. Super cute. Now here's one. Oh, this is Debbie Poltrack again. And she has used that North Pole delivery. I think that's what it's called. I know the paper's called that. And she used it in such a cute way. She made her own designer series paper and took the postage die cuts. I love that. And then took one of the dogs. She stamped and die cut the dog. So this paper has ephemera. We did talk about this a few days ago. Just look back a few days or go on to my YouTube site because Facebook videos delete after 30 days. Not by me, by Facebook. But in YouTube, so far, they never disappear. And there are some more of those really cool embellishments. And that's sweet. Okay, here, I don't know. The squirrel scares me a little bit, I'm going to be honest. Is it its eye? I'm not sure. I love the card. I shouldn't have even said that out loud. But this, it was Heather Guerrero. Okay, so anyway, it's cute. Go nuts. It's your birthday, okay? But I think it's the squirrel's eye that just unsettles me a little bit. Or maybe it's that I have seen thousands of squirrels on this property. She took the beautiful leaves in the Gather Together. She embossed this one with the Birch 3D embossing folder. And look at this acorn. Is it perfect? The stamp is perfect. I tell you, I'm just going to stamp a whole card of acorns because it's so cool. Corinne wants to get the gingerbread set. I have a card from the gingerbread set to show you shortly. I told you I have a lot of cards. Okay, look at this guy. Another nutter. He is storing them for the winter or just bringing him to my yard and leaving him in the landscaping. The neighbor gives squirrels almonds, and I don't think they ever eat any of them because I rake them up. Okay, Lori says agreed on the squirrel. Sorry, Stampin' Up. I don't know. Would a, let me see if this would make it better or worse. Let's see. Where are my goofy little extras? Oh, for goodness sake. Where is everything? Have I lost my mind? Now I have to find it. I thought it was the second drawer down, but apparently I moved something. You know, every once in a while I do move things around in these. I've got a set of like, I don't know, 25 drawers. And I don't put labels on the drawers because I don't have time for that. But, you know, you just remember. Anyway, I was going to get a googly eye and see if that helped. Just rest assured, it's not going to help. The squirrel must be related to that turtle. Oh, God. Something's not right with those guys. Yeah, I think you might be right. There was some cross-pollination there going on between species. And something was up. I think you're absolutely right, Sue. Oh, God. Oh, you'd rather have squirrels than moles. I have not had moles. I'm sure they dig up your landscape, right? I think I had a vole one time. Um, anyway, it's a side note. But Sherry says she'd rather have squirrels than moles. Yeah, they do. They do tend to kind of just pass through. This is beautiful. And I have this. I have not used it yet. I think it's so interesting that the faces are not on here. And I heard someone talking about it, saying that that is um, definitely, I don't know if it's a trend, but there, that is one way to, what do I want to say? That is one way that the nativity has been portrayed. Partly so that that's not the focus, partly so that people who are looking at it place the image of the face that they think is familiar to them. Okay. So, like, your brain kind of fills in the spot. But I also saw somebody just very carefully draw some eyes, closed eyes on it, and it looked beautiful. So we will attempt that. And I hope I don't deface the nativity that I stamp and make it look like the squirrels. Okay. I mean, I'll try it ahead of time because I don't want to disgrace anything. Oh, God. Hello, Teresa G. Teresa G. I miss you. How are you doing? Thank you, Cindy. Cindy says, give me the thumbs up. The more thumbs you give me, the more people see this video. And I mean, they've got to see these cards. They're so beautiful. Corinne says she has the other squirrel set from a few years ago, and so she doesn't need another one. All right, Corinne. This is Melissa Faust. I don't know why I was opening it. Oh, because I think it's a fun fold. I think just this middle panel pulls up. And, I mean, they all show better out of the envelope. It's just that I don't want to have to put them back at the end of the night. Beautiful coloring from Melissa. Isn't that gorgeous? This is also in the Amber Autumn stamp set that I think all of it is. Yeah, this is Toile, the Autumn Toile paper. That irregular trim again. And then I thought this was an interesting choice. A blue, I don't even know what color that is. No, it's not blue. It's Lost Lagoon. But isn't that's cool. I like that, Melissa. Good idea. It doesn't have anything to do with anything else on the plate, so to speak. But somehow it just goes, doesn't it? That was really fun. You have not created much lately. Have you been playing with grandkids? Do we need to road trip it again? Okay. Teresa, I was thinking about that Chinese food that we ate, or it wasn't really Chinese food, but I don't know. I was thinking about the place we ate in Salt Lake that we all loved. I'm like, we got to get down there. We got to road trip it down to have a, whatever it was. Not sure if the, oh God, you guys. You're cracking me up tonight. Madison says she's not sure if the googly eyes are going to work very well on the nativity scene. Just a heads up. Okay, I will not even try that. Hello, Alicia. Alicia, are you in town? Are you still out of town? Oh my gosh, googly eyes on the nativity. What next? I swear. This is beautiful. This was stamped and colored. This is Diane Gardner. From Hendersonville, North Carolina again. Very pretty. And okay, this is a nice use of both the Peaceful Garden embossing folder and the branching out dies. That's good. See, this is why you do sweets. I mean, this is why you do swaps. It's like, you got to get these in your hands. One thing, obviously, my first thought is that I want to share everything with you. And these you will see them in person at my Super Saturday event on the 20th. Okay, so keep that in mind. This one's from Dawn Bourgette. beautiful. We had another similar one, right? It was Secret Sea, and she also used the flat as a pancake sequence, and I think I might be calling them the wrong thing. No, they're sequins. 165875 are the traditional sparkling sequins, and she used one of 3 different colors. I like that a lot. Nice bold "'Tis the Season," and this is actually out of the designer series paper, so you do not have to stamp all of those elements. They can be cut out of the paper, and there's a lot of them. The traditional labels is one of the sweets I am featuring in the Super Saturday. Where in Maryland? Who was in Maryland? Or are you talking to me? Oh, no, you're talking to Alicia. Okay. She's all over in Maryland. She's visiting all over the place. Corinne, you grew up in Maryland and now you ended up in Texas? My goodness, you went clear across the country. Okay. These are swaps that for my organized, so I hosted this swap, and there were 10 of us, which is like small in number, but they're avid level swaps, and they are to be special. Okay, they have certain criteria. They're to be special, and they are so special. So here's Heather Guerrero. She participated in this one. They can be thumb folds, but the thumb fold is not supposed to be so intricate that it takes away from the products, okay? And so they could have featured online or catalog, didn't matter. Here's a beautiful bridge card, and it gave her so many opportunities to use that gorgeous paper. Then she heat embossed the sentiment, cut this out from the designer series paper, and slapped a beautiful bow on it. Oh, Carol, you're coming in about 45 swaps late, so you're going to want to go back. But it's okay. I'm glad you're here now. Just reading your destruction story about the squirrels, Alicia. God, they're crazy. Anyway, super cute, and that's Heather Guerrero. Let's see here. Oh, I'm just going to leave that over there. Now, these I'm going to open because they do have different little pieces. Sue Beatty. Hello, Sue. Wakey, wakey. No, I think you're awake. She made this, and I told her I didn't have the gingerbread, and I'm so cute. Look how cute it is. Oh, my gosh. And then it opens. Look how she made it open. I love it. Sugar and spice, everything nice. Her gumdrops have Stella on them. She took the time to double matte that. Look at the gingerbread. It's so cute. Okay, I was just teasing you. You're an hour behind me anyway, so. And then, of course, our favorite, red and white peppermints. I still have several of those. I need to see how many I actually have and put them up for sale if I need to. Okay, this is Sarah Evil. I don't think she's on here. Is she, Sue? I don't think I saw her name. That's okay. Sarah is also, okay, Sue's from Oregon here. She's also a chopper and just an overall good gal. I love chatting with her. And this is Sarah, also a chopper and an overall good gal. Sarah has been winning quite a few of the chopped competitions, so you may have seen her name lately. She is also from Oregon. And so I thought this was great. I hadn't seen this yet. It is an embossing folder that embosses a lot of different sentiments at one time. And then, I don't know if it's hybrid or not, but then they can be die cut. Oh, hello. Okay, answer me this. Is this a hybrid embossing folder, or do you have to die cut the sentiments separately? She might be watching football. Gross. Oh, Sue, I'm sorry. You're in Washington. That's right. And so is Sarah. I don't know why I said Oregon. I was thinking of someone else. But in any case, and then she did a double Z fold, okay? Took the little panels of that wreath and used them. I love it. Finally stamped those, colored them, and of course added some Stella. You gotta love that. You girls hit it out of the park. Okay, this is Sandy Carlson. Don't know if I've ever met a nicer person. And she obviously is a great card maker. It's beautiful. This is, again, that modern set. It's gorgeous. I don't know all the names yet. And frankly, I don't learn all the names anymore because there's a lot of stuff. It is a hybrid. Okay, so you can emboss and cut at the same time. Talk about maximizing. Well, Madison was here when I was moving the swaps around, and she, too, thought it was really cool. This is Christy Gridley. She's a solid card maker. She's just always has lots of interest. And so she has used those branching out dies. She's used the Gather Together embossing folder. I wonder if she used it once on the early espresso mat and then die cut this. Oh, no. Let's see. Yeah, I wonder if she die cut it. Oh, I'm going to have to ask her. You know that little trick we do? Okay, so anyway, it's gorgeous, right? Is it not? And like that doesn't, I don't think that reads as winter. I think it just reads as nature or the elusive masculine card. Oh my goodness. So she's used those streaked dots that Kim tells us look like myrtle wood. A beautiful sentiment, beautiful bold sentiment. That's in the branching out dies. That gorgeous embossing, early espresso embossing. Get off the embossing. It's linen thread. And then on the inside, look at that. So cute. So, so cute. And then she always does this cute little thing on the back too. So, Christy, got it going on, girl. This is Tia Woodward. I always think Tia has beautiful cards. She's just a beautiful designer. No exception here, Tia. Very nice. And like she colored all of these, which there were 10. Let's see. Now they did 12. 2 people didn't get their cards to me. It just happens. And oh, Facebook keeps freezing. I hope not for everyone. I'm sorry it's freezing for you, Kim. But in any case, let me move this back a little bit. And so I was like, I was so enthralled with all this coloring. I mean, look at that. Even this stuff, crazy. When you use this die, I recommend using a jig. When you're at Super Saturday in person, I'm going to show you. But we talked about a jig before, and we'll talk about it again when we use this. When we use this suite here during our Stampin' Chats. But I recommend cutting out a jig out of spare cardstock, and then die cutting it that way because it's very close, very very close. Okay. Oh, gorgeous! This is just such a beautiful line drawn stamp set. It's in red rubber. Oh God, I made the face again. I don't know. I haven't even been drinking. I mean, seriously. Okay, this is Charlene Yuha's. Okay, if you're on demonstrator planning, please. Charlene Yuha's has made some of the most insane 3D items. She made this one thing that looked like a lazy Susan. This is out of paper, people. Anyway, really, like, I can't even describe it. Words can't even describe it. I was trying to think of the things she made, but she made some things with the kintsugi that are like outrageous. Not as outrageous as our Kim making the geisha girls in the kimono. But anyway, Charlene does a beautiful job. I love this idea right there. Isn't that beautiful? Especially for a Christmas card where you're just going to, probably just sign your name. And so it's a card within a card here. And then this drops down. Then she's done 2 more layers and a beautiful gold tree. And then finally this drops down and she's taken the damask embossing folder, which I thought was a cool, interesting choice. The beautiful paper from the traditional labels, and she's die cut this. And again, she's chosen to use those little flat sequins. Isn't that beautiful? Look how gorgeous that is. I love it. Nice job, Charlene, as always. Okay, newbie alert. This is Madison. Madison on my team. Madison Frazier, Boise, Idaho. She just jumps in and says, I'm doing it. And look at what she did with the beautiful baubles and the branching out dies, right? Those things, you got to get the branching out dies. That's why I'm not sure where I'm placing it as far as Zoobilee, because I need to make sure that they don't go unorderable for a while. But so Madison mixed it up, and oh, that's nice, Madison. I forgot you did that. She embossed the bottom of this with, I think it's called Wildflower, and then brought in the Peaceful Garden sentiments. And this is from, I don't even remember where it's from. So isn't that cute and just stunning? And she used the glimmer paper, of course. Nicely done, Madison. Very cool. Yep, there she is. Nicely done. Bravo. Who's this? Sandy Carlson again. Oh, Sandy Carlson sent 2. And anyway, long story short, I have one of them. I have one of her extra cards. And so again, just a gorgeous mix of textures and colors. And what's the embossing folder back there? I think that's exposed brick. Yeah, cool. Okay, here's another cool thing. She cut this paper, but it's not the same. Not the same dimensions. Isn't that fun? Yeah, I like that a lot. And then a traditional labels die and a partial image on the back of that. My goodness, here's Deb's. So Deb Babcock's on here. Oh, this is what's going on. You again. I think I must have a piece that's like wearing out on my Archon, which makes sense because the camera keeps falling down. Okay, this is Deb Babcock. She's on here a lot. She was on this earlier. I hope she stayed with us. But look at what she did. She looks like she used the blends and then went over everything with the Wink of Stella, which is a little different than coloring with the Wink of Stella, right? So all these different techniques we can do. This is a solid die. And so she took that and again, cut it out of Designer Series paper. And it's beautiful inside. Another little strip of that paper on Cajun Craze and some linen thread. And then also leaves. What color is that? Looks like champagne foil. Maybe. There you are. Sorry, I didn't, 70s card, I guess, is going to be last in the pile, Deb. And it was yours. But we saved the best for last, didn't we? Yeah, so it's just a beautiful burst of fall, I think. My goodness, everyone, those are my gorgeous swaps. I have so much inspiration from them, and I hope they gave you some inspiration too, because they're very fun, aren't they? It's so fun to look at swaps. I love it. And so thank you, everyone, for sticking with me, because as I said, I had a lot of them. I did a lot of work. That you just make 20 of however many the organizer tells you to make. You just make that many of the same or very similar design. You might run out of a certain piece of Designer Series paper or something. So I would recommend using another piece of paper out of the same pack to keep it as similar as possible. And you get back all sorts of different things. Okay, so I've had a blast looking at those with you tonight. I will be back with you Sunday. Now listen, here's the lineup. Between Super Saturday in person that's going on the 20th and Zoobilee and Super Saturday Retreat in a Box, I am, oh, and I'm also going on vacation at the end of this month for a few days. I'm a little busy, but I don't want to miss our time together. So the next few videos you see will be recorded. Please just act as if I'm here. Go ahead and send me comments. I might even be live, or I might even be watching them with you. It just depends, but I know that I've got to, I just need to be in too many places at once. But so the next several videos, let's say, are going to be pre-recorded for you. Just keep watching. And hey, guess what? I won't be late because of a nap. Okay. I'll try and not leave any empty spots where I cancel a live. So just expect me on Thursdays and Sundays. And the format might be a little different, obviously, because I won't be distracted talking about comments. You might even enjoy it a little bit more. But please still leave your comments. Please like, share, and subscribe because I still need that. We need all that connection. And like I said, I'll still probably be here with you. I might be watching it on replay late to answer comments and things like that. But just know that I am busy behind the scenes if I'm not here with you live. All right. So thanks again. You've been lovely. And I'll talk to you soon. Take one of those cards as your inspiration now that you've seen all of those and redesign it yourself using different products or a slightly different layout and see what you come up with. See you later.